Hello and welcome to This Week at West. I'm Greg Johnson, your athletic director. I'm lucky enough to be joined today by two sports superstars, Sharrod, a.k.a. Miami Simmon. Miami, it's good to have you on the vlog.
Good to be here.
Miami, you're here because we had a fantastic week of basketball last week, right? Before we get to that, let's talk Christmas. You and I were discussing Christmas movies off air. My favorite, obviously, is Die Hard and then Home Alone, Vacation, that kind of stuff. But you mentioned one that I had not thought about. That's a great one. Go ahead and tell everybody.
Santa Buds.
Is it Santa Paws, something like
Santa
that?
Paws.
Santa Paws. It's one of the Air Bud movies. I think on the basketball court, I could have shut Air Bud down. He had no jump shot. I could have blocked it. Like he literally can't dribble, and he just made this whole conference look terrible. He's a better football player than the basketball player, I thought. So why don't you tell us about last week? First off, let's talk about Tuesday, the game at Lakewood. Tell us what happened.
My team was down by like 10, and we came back. Started shooting a bunch of threes.
Yep.
And the game was right there. Just didn't hit the game with
Yep. So Lakewood is what, number 3 in the state in 4A?
Yes, sir.
Super basketball program. Coach Brown does a great job there. They hit kid number 3 hit like a monster dunk. We got posterized. It was all over Instagram. It was Twitter famous for a few minutes. But that's not important. We came back. We were down. That put us down 11, I think, 53-42 or something. We make a crazy comeback, tie it up, get a good look for 3 at the end. Don't make it. That's the breaks, right? That's Tuesday. Fast forward to Thursday, they come to our place. Tell us about that one. Go.
We was ready for revenge. We all huddled together as a team before the game and know our assignments was, and they had to execute. We executed, ended up with a big win.
I liked y'all's attitude in that. It seemed like you had a little bit more physicality on defense. Is that fair? Was that the game plan? You wanted to kind of toughen them up a little bit?
Yeah, we wanted to be more physical with them. No, they couldn't dunk over us, couldn't out jump us. We had to box out more.
Well, they were significantly bigger than we were, I felt. They had 4 or 5 guys that were all like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", just super long. I thought 10 had a dunk early. I think we started off the game, it was like 14-2 or something like that. Came back and ended up beating them by 10 or 11, is that right? So that means we lost to them Tuesday. We beat the number 3 team in the state on Thursday. And then Friday night, tell us about what happened Friday night.
Friday night, we didn't beat Wilson in 3 years at their place, so we already had the mentality that we had to go in there and do something special. We went in there with our heads on right, and we came out with a big upset. It
was, I don't like to call it an upset because we expect to win, right? But Wilson was the number 5 team in the state, and somebody told me after the ball game that was only the 3rd time we'd ever beaten Wilson at Wilson. You hear that?
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Like the 3rd time in history. So we ended up beating them 69-53. We had as much as like a 24-point lead. One of my favorite moments in that ball game was you took charge early. The call didn't go our way, but it was like you were laid out. I'll flash the picture here while we're talking, but. Let's talk about what do you bring to the basketball court. Tell us what you do best.
Just trying to execute the defense, do whatever I can to get the offense back the ball. And on offense is make assists for my teammates that can shoot.
Well, I think I want to tell you this on the air in front of our millions of viewers. I thought you bring a lot of energy, but you especially brought that energy last week. I thought you hit a big 3 versus Lakewood on Thursday night from the corner. On Friday night, a lot of defensive intensity. So. I think we played really well. The girls played tough last week. We're not able to pull one out, but we're looking to get back on the board tonight. More on that later. Let's talk a little more about you, Miami. Talk to us about your football recruiting process. How's it going? What are we thinking about? You got a big offer last week from Pikeville, right?
Yes, sir.
That's cool. It's a good school, good football school. Tell us what else you got going.
I got Florida A&M, Martin, and Johnson C. Smith.
Some good football schools. Some good football schools. So we're looking forward to February and putting some pen on paper and that kind of thing. Got a bright future playing football somewhere. So we're back. That was last week at West. Let's talk this week at West. Miami. This week at West, we were only in school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Today is obviously Tuesday. This will probably come out on Wednesday on a half day. So anything you're looking forward to this week besides being out of school?
Getting back on the court and playing tonight against Crestwood.
True. Tonight we're playing Crestwood at Crestwood. Girls at 6. Varsity only. The boys will play right after. But so this week we have some basketball as well. Our JV boys will be playing in Wilson's holiday tournament. Coach Robinson over at Wilson's done a super job organizing this tournament. Our boys will play Lakewood's JV boys at 4:30 on Thursday. That's at Wilson. Last time they played, what was it, 28-27, something like that? They had a super game last time we played. So good luck to Coach Greg and the JV boys. If they win, they'll play Friday at 6. If they lose, they'll play Friday at 1:30, and then a whole lot of possibilities after that. But we're going to try to win that tournament. The varsity girls will play in Marion's A and J tournament. starting on Friday. They'll play the winner of Carver's Bay and Green Sea. That game time is 2 p.m. on Friday, and then they'll play again on Saturday, either at 2:30 or at 5:30. So good luck to Coach Jackson and our girls in that tournament. And then after Christmas, we won't see you again, the audience, after Christmas, but our boys are going to play in the Pepsi Classic. First game is on December the 27th versus Wilson. Again, the rubber match. That'll be at 7:45 at the Florence Center. So you excited about the tournament?
Yes, sir.
That's a very, very historic tournament. It's one of the longest running ones in the state. And a very cool tournament. Anything else to add about basketball season or football season? Final thoughts? Thoughts on the show? Christmas? What do you got?
I was ready for opportunity.
Let me say lastly, I like that you guys are dressing up now for game days. It's pretty. This tie shirt combination is pretty special. I like that.
I like it.
Little swagger on 100,000 trillion. You know how the show ends? You know what we did in the show? He's got it. He's a fan. See you next time.
Yes, sir. Shout out Santa Claus.